week. Fuck the Eagles. Yeah, we coming to town. Fuck the Eagles. Fuck you, Eagles. Eagles. Keep that shit going. Fuck the Eagles. Keep it going. Fuck the Eagles. Oh, we'll see you next week. Fuck the Eagles. Yeah, we coming to town. Fuck the Eagles. Fuck you, Eagles. Eagles. Keep that shit going. Fuck the Eagles. Keep it going. Fuck the Eagles. Oh, we'll see you next week. Fuck the Eagles. Yeah, we coming to town. Fuck the Eagles. Fuck you, Eagles.
I don't care if niggas is shooting. It's all about the clapback. What's good, y'all? Where you hiding? Where you hiding? Where you hiding? In case you have been living under a rock, before we get to any and all of that, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in. In case you have been living under a rock, the Eagles are going to be playing the Giants for the third time this season. Twice in the regular season, once in the postseason. This is going to be the wrap for one of these two teams. First of all, let me give a shout out to everybody in the chat. Reaper Talon, what's going on? EC1. I should send you a link in a moment. Actually, you know what? I'm going to just open the chat up. I'll just open the chat up for anybody who has any thoughts and opinions on this. This body that we're about to witness next Saturday. You know what? When Eagles Champ opened up his live stream earlier, I was very impressed with his cadence. He said, "Why should we be afraid of the Giants? Why should we be scared or concerned about the Giants? I'm not. They're outmatched. We got the better weapons. We got the better everything. The Giants aren't ready. They're not. They're not ready." What do I have to say about the Giants? Let's start off with their first mistake. Their first mistake was getting some rest up to beat the Vikings. Okay, so it worked. The second fucked up thing that they decided to do, the rest actually cost them, because resting up means that you're going to lose to the Eagles the final week of the season. You're going to lose the final week of the season to the Eagles, all because you decided to rest. You shouldn't have given the Eagles that rest. You shouldn't have let us heal up. We should have been, according to some of y'all, the ones that were playing the Seattle Seahawks yesterday. Giants, you got your rest, but it came at a cost. Our guys are going to be fully healthy. Giants fans are going to be preaching all week about how their guys are going to be healthy and how they didn't have this certain guy at week 14 and week 18. And they're going to be like, it's going to be so much different when the playoffs come around, when we're going to be coming to the link again. That's what they're going to be screaming. So I don't get all of this hype about fuck the Eagles. I don't get it. They're still the same old Giants, the same measly old Giants. I'm going to be looking past them. I don't see them as a threat. I see the Niners as much more of a threat. I see the Bucks, the Cowboys as more of a threat. That's why I couldn't wait to beat the Giants. That's why I couldn't wait to play the Giants. Thank God they decided to rest. Got verses full of fire. Run this track. I'm laying down. Napalm, machete leaving. You read all over like a scarlet crayon, creating this deadly chaos. Amen, amen. Amen, 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 amen. I'm the fucking god of war, Kratos, with the golden fleece, bringing all that warfare to the opposition. Now they all just pray and hope for peace. Thank God that wasn't the case. Eagles D ain't due. Eagles D ain't no mid Vikings D. Giants are inferior to them. I agree. Disappointed in the Vikings. Oh my God. No worries, man. If you were cheering for the Vikings, we'll avenge you. We'll put them to sleep.
99.
Sponsored by NyQuil. Put the Giants to sleep.
Well, here's the thing. The Eagles are always playing down to inferior teams. I'm not worried about that. As long as we get the dub. This is the part of the season where playing down a competition and you still get the win. As long as you get the win, that's the only thing that matters to me. The win matters. And by the way, since you're here, Jaguar Man, I didn't get a chance to say this on my videos or anything like that. Since the massacre of what happened to the Chargers happened last night. So, with that being said, Jacksonville, congratulations on your 27-0 victory. Please beat the homosexuals because it looks like the Bengals are going to win tonight. And hang on for dear life. Did y'all see that fumble return? It was a 98-yard fumble return, bruh. That was ridiculous. I think the Ravens are cursed. I think they're just going to be stuck at 2 Super Bowls for a long time. Oh, my God. Woo! Man. I'm telling you, man, they next. Crazy-ass fans. Look at this.
Keep that shit going! Keep it going! Oh, we'll see you next week! Yeah, we coming to town! Fuck you, Eagle!
Ooh, so scary. We're beating them by at least 2 possessions. At least 2. My confidence is not wavering for the New York Giants. I'm sorry. What do you want me to say, Giants fans? You want me to be excited about this matchup? I'll be excited when we get the win. I'll be much more excited to play the freaking 49ers. This is the matchup that I wanted. This is the matchup that I wanted because I knew the Giants were light work. I knew the Giants were light work because if we get the Bucks, we might get hoed out of that game. We might. Just because of the simple fact that Brady sexuals exist. They just happen to be the referees. Okay, let's see. This team's so trash, I can't wait to kill them. Exactly. Let's go to the comments section. I wanted to post a comment. There we go. All right. Invite guests. There we go. All right. Let's open up the StreamYard. Let's get y'all opinions on this freaking Giants game coming up next Saturday. Most likely, we're going to play Saturday. We're going to play Saturday night because there's no way they're going to let the Cowboys or Buccaneers play on Monday night and then play 5 days later on a Saturday. There's no way. So those two, one of those two is going to play Sunday versus the Niners. So Lane Johnson not being 100% is going to hurt you guys against a team like the Niners. He seemed just fine in camp. Well, not even camp, but, practice. What's going on, Big D? How you doing tonight?
Nothing much. Just got finished eating a Hungry Man.
Hungry Man, or is it a pizza?
The Hungry Man dinners.
Are those like TV dinners? I've never heard of those.
Yeah. It's
okay.
It's the boneless fried chicken one.
Oh shit, that sounds good.
Mashed potatoes, corn, and a brownie.
TV dinners are so underrated.
And that was because I didn't have the time or ingredients to eat a whole pound of beef like I did last night.
It's so underrated, though.
Eat a whole pound of lean ass beef. Chase it with a couple fried sliced potatoes. And eat 7 cookies. It was so good.
Nice. I'm glad you enjoyed your meal.
I ate very minimal at work on my break. So by the time I came back, I was ready to just destroy.
Mm-hmm. So I heard you being a pessimistic on Twitter, and I want you to explain that to the people.
Do not be surprised if they show us up. I'm just saying.
Who, the Giants?
Surprised if it happens. It can happen.
Being one and done?
Yeah, it can happen. Does that mean it will? No.
Hell no.
I mean, if things go exactly how everybody thinks it's going to go, I can already tell how it will go in that regard. It'll be the inability to stop Miles Sanders on the ground. It'll be the inability to contain Devontae Smith.
And Boston Scott.
It'll be AJ Brown in the friggin' breadbasket in situations where they think they have us on the ropes.
I love how everybody forgets about Boston Scott. He got 10 touchdowns versus the Giants in his career.
But here's the thing about Scott. Scott only got a touchdown against them the first time because they pulled Miles Sanders and Jalen Hurts, so they had him out there to pick off a weakened defense, and he was able to get into the end zone that way, and that saved my parlay for that. The only time I really won, I just got fucking robbed today because Josh Allen, being the fucking turnover machine that he is, wouldn't throw to Stephon Diggs into the end zone. That was the only thing I needed. Everything else happened in that Buffalo game except a Stephon Diggs touchdown. And I had the double parlay of bonus of both Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase to get 60-plus yards. I think Jamar Chase did his part. And I think he also did his part getting a touchdown. But Kirk Cousins is pathetic, choking ass chose to feed Hawkinson. But no Justin Jefferson. He refused to throw to him for 3/4 of the game.
That fucking sucks.
It was unreal. It was almost as if he was paid off to throw that game.
Now, I think Justin Jefferson scored that first touchdown of the game.
He did.
Is that all you needed?
They went away from him.
So you needed the yards, not the touchdown.
I needed 60 yards. I didn't need him to score a touchdown, but actually I had a different parlay that I think needed him to score a touchdown, but I think it was Jamar Chase that needed to score one, and I needed Stephon Diggs to score one.
Yeah, I got to get back on the parlay train next week.
I heard that Stephon Diggs almost caught one, but he dropped it one-handed. Literally everything else happened except that. I shit you not.
Yeah, I saw Stephon drop some.
Yeah, they refused to. Allen refused to throw to him.
I hate my luck sometimes.
But Cousins refusing to throw to Jefferson is significantly worse. There was less money on the line for that one, but it was still significantly worse.
Did you still get something out of it?
No. Fucking I had 3 bets, $70 right down the fucking drain.
Wow. That sucks.
It was a combined 70. I didn't win any of them.
Wow.
And we have Cousins' choke ass to thank for that.
Can y'all let me know what the score is for the Bengals?
Well, I could pay. Let me look. Oh, God damn it! Why'd I shut my mic off?
Last time I checked, the Bengals was up by 7.
Yeah. Tampa Bay, can you do God's work tomorrow? Cincinnati's going to win this game.
Yes. Please beat the Cowboys.
Of God. Even if they get, although in all honesty, even if they get by Tampa, they're getting shit stomped by San Francisco.
Yeah, there's no way out of the NFC.
Yeah, we would have had to face Tampa and would have had a way harder time if Minnesota didn't decide to choke.
Yeah, we would have got hoed by the refs left and right.
But here's the thing. Minnesota would have won if they continued to if they threw to Justin Jefferson, and I stand by that.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to bet you somebody was paid to take a dive.
And let's talk about their defense real quick. Like, how trash do you have to be for Daniel Jones? Daniel Jones threw for 300+ yards today and rushed for 70.
Yeah, and here's the thing. His receivers were dropping balls left and right.
Terrible, man.
Nobody takes a bigger L than the Chargers. And I said it before, and I will say it again. Fuck you, Spanos.
And fuck you, Justin Herbert.
Well, I don't have any animosity toward him, but my thing about it is Brandon Staley is a fucking hack, no doubt about it. But Herbert should not be let off the hook.
Exactly.
His defense literally forced 5 turnovers for him, and you still couldn't fucking win.
That is the first team in NFL history to win the turnover battle.
That would be more embarrassing. That would be more embarrassing than Atlanta, but Atlanta choked in the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
It doesn't get any worse than that. It's more embarrassing. The Chargers one is more embarrassing, but the Falcons one is more heartbreaking.
The Chargers are the first team ever to win a turnover battle by 5+ and still lose.
That's some epic chargering. The Falcons would be fucking envious of that shit.
Chargers.
And there's a reason you know this. There's a reason why I called the Falcons and Chargers matchup this season the choke bowl.
And let me guess, Slitta got mad at you for that.
Yeah, he got triggered by that, and he got triggered by me comparing the Chargers to the Falcons again.
And their division, the tank division.
Here's the thing. I don't know why, but he kind of thinks I do that to dunk on Atlanta. I said, I don't have anything against you guys. I say it because you guys have been embarrassing. You guys should have won the fucking division, and you choked it. You should have beaten the Chargers, and you should have beaten Washington.
Yes.
But you chose to drink the Darrell Bevel Kool-Aid.
They should have beaten a lot of teams. The Chargers, the Buccaneers themselves. They choked a lot of games away.
Who did they face week 1? That was an epic choke job.
The Saints.
And
they should have beat the Saints both times.
And they got swept by their asses.
They should have beat them both times.
Granted, we choked against them too because, playing like such goat shit against teams that are well below our talent level is our forte. And Gardner Minshew, he's proven why he is not a starter.
Exactly. Gardner Peanut Chew.
Cashew. But no, let's stick with Minshew.
Oh my God. So how impressed are you with this playoff so far? The wild card weekend.
It's not been bad, aside from assholes costing me $300.
So that would have been a perfect week for you had you hit on your parlays.
All I needed was a fucking Stephon Diggs touchdown and for Justin Jefferson to get 14 more fucking yards.
I hate those cock teases, man.
All 3 of them.
That's so frustrating, man.
Fucking 3 of them.
That is frustrating as shit.
I'm telling you, if I didn't have any bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all.
Yeah.
Nothing ever go my way. Whether it be trying to save up for the 90s Suburban that I want, whether it be trying to find my type in a fucking land full of sheep, whether it be trying to win extra money for literally anything. No, ain't nothing go my way. Nothing.
Except for the Eagles.
Well, give it time. But maybe with all that combined, New York will have to suffer through the status quo.
I'm going to probably speak something into existence for you. You know how everybody loves a winner? Maybe the ladies will come around and you're like, oh, an Eagles fan, you just won a Super Bowl. Yeah, let me go out with you.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The chances of those specific types being sports fans are slim to none.
Slim to none is better than none.
You don't find them at sports bars. You just don't. You'll find them at like those cheap rock concert bars. You'll find them there, but that's about it. But I gotta wait for my next check to clear because I just pissed away 70 on easily fucking winnable bets. The reason why the potential payout was so huge is because I was hitting on bonuses, which I overlooked earlier.
So you got a break on that.
Yeah, but I didn't get any. I didn't win any of them.
Yeah.
But I
You
think
would have been.
I think I do get one back. But who knows? I mean, at least the Bengals Bills one got voided. I'm glad to see DeMar Hamlin's doing a little better. I've noticed that T. Higgins was not given the ball since, and he's taken a lot of fucking heat.
I put 20 down on that game for some of the players, and I got my full 20 back.
Yeah, I mean, my thing about it is, at least Jalen Hurts will throw the fucking ball to Devontae Smith or AJ Brown, but maybe not.
No,
that was one I was able to count on. The one time I won, I almost lost that too. But the forced fumble by Brandon Graham saved it for me, and that allowed Boston Scott to punch one in.
Dude, listen, it's not like this dude is going to throw to Pascal or freaking Quez Watkins. I don't see that at all. He's going to go to primarily
his bread and butter is throwing to those two guys, and that's probably something people could use against him. But here's the thing: the guy under him had both those guys too, and he couldn't do anything with them.
Oh shit! Here comes the Giants fans.
Yeah, you should. I'm glad you guys are confident, and you should be. It's good to know that it's good for you to know that you have a more legit shot than you think. I mean, granted.
Sit your dumb ass down.
I mean, the thing is, yeah, we swept you, but here's the thing. You have beaten a team that has swept your ass in the division round before. 2007, anyone?
Mm-hmm.
Granted, that was up against the biggest playoff chokers of the 21st century, who probably will choke tomorrow night, and I hope they do. But even if they do get by that, they're not beating San Francisco. It is not happening.
He's talking about fuck Philly. Fuck the New York Giants.
99. Sponsored by NyQuil. Put the Giants to sleep.
Get out. You clothes. Give them to me now.
Fuck the New York Giants. We're gonna sweep y'all.
Either way, regardless of how I think, the mentality is still this: bring it the fuck on. Give us your best shot. And if we go down, we go down. If you go down, you go down. Either way, bring it.
I don't hear a bell.
Because it's one thing that still is always going to remain consistent, regardless of what any of us think the outcome was. I knew like last year when we faced Tampa, I knew we were going to lose, but I still said bring it on.
What up, Coach Dante? Whereyahidin, bro?
Doesn't he root for the Houston Texans?
He does. He tends to have some feelings for the Eagles as well.
They may or may not have given up on Smith too easily. I knew they were going to fire his ass. I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, it was bound to happen with Lovie Smith. They're very impatient with coaches.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, way to give the race baiters more validation.
Yeah, now they're going to start looking at the Rooney Rule all crazy.
Oh yeah, which is kind of a flawed rule if you think about it.
How so?
RPF says, fuck the New York sewer-dwelling swamp rats, but thanks for beating the purple freaks. Yeah, there is one small problem with that. There is one small problem.
Uh-oh, what is it?
The Vikings were always the constant. They were always on the Eagles' radar. Every Super Bowl they went to. They beat Minnesota to get there. The only time they beat them and didn't go to the Super Bowl was when we showed an extremely winnable game against Arizona. That one still stings to this day. Defense decided to forget how to play football.
That was disgusting. Ugh.
It was.
We could, as many times as we blitzed that game, we still couldn't get to Kurt Warner.
No, we couldn't stop Edgerrin James either.
And Larry Fitzgerald had a hat trick.
Oh yeah, couldn't stop. He was the main guy they couldn't stop.
What up, Rock the Artist? Where you hiding, man?
I would.
What?
I said the other night that I actually believe the Green Bay loss stings them worst.
I can't
no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't sting the worst. It stings worse than 08.
That's right. It's always a good day when RPF is in a good mood.
The one that stings the worst is Super Bowl 39.
Why would you do that? I'm live, Eagle shit. Why would you call me? I can't multitask.
Whoa. Back up. Hold up. Time out. The famous Big D buzzer is about to go off. Did you just say he was going to come on you?
All right, hold on.
Did you literally just say he was going to come on you? Shh. He's quite embarrassed, so he split. Man, I can't see what any of you fuckers are saying, so maybe I'll just babble incoherently. Maybe I won't. But I will say, do not be fucking surprised if New York shows us up. I'm telling you, y'all motherfuckers are going to be so shocked if it happens, but I will see it coming from a mile away. But if things go how they should, it'll be Miles Sanders running all over them and them not being able to stop them. It'll be them setting the tone early by throwing one to AJ Brown in the fucking breadbasket, or Devontae Smith somehow being played off the ball and having enough running room to run 10 yards towards the end zone.
That's crazy.
That's a lot. That's kind of the theme with Devontae Smith touchdowns. He was underutilized. He was underutilized early on, but he started to get more recognition as the season went on.
Let's see. Hey, Nate up from bitch ass.
Nate up from bitch ass? Who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is that
guy?
Nate Hawk. Okay. RPF up for his late night. Oh shit! Oh, I'm sorry, RPF. That was funny as shit.
Jerry.
Oh, shit. Oh my God! Don't get RPF in a bad mood. He's having a great day.
Jerry.
Oh my God! You need to make jokes after a freaking Seahawks loss. That's how you feel better about yourself?
Yeah. Hey. Can't make Philly your bitch if you can't even get to them.
Hell yeah! They play us next year though.
Oh yeah. But luckily we have some glimmer of hope as it's in Seattle.
And there's no Russell Wilson.
No.
But if you remember the last
we haven't beaten them in Philly.
Uh-oh.
The last time we beaten them period was
8
in for Matt Hasselbeck.
Yeah. Eagle Champ was talking about, oh, well, it was Russell Wilson. I was like, no, it was Matt Hasselbeck.
Who did what?
Who was the last time when the streak started?
Actually, it was snapped. It was snapped on a couple occasions when Matt Hasselbeck was the QB. He had a little streak going, and then in 08 we beat them when Seneca Wallace was filling in for him, and then they beat us the next time when Tavares Jackson was the quarterback.
Whereyahidin, Eagle Champ. How you doing tonight?
Big D over there, man. I'm hearing a lot of negative things. Negative things, man. You really think the Giants gonna beat us?
It's a very good chance of happening.
Bro, the Giants
it's
are getting
a fair
smoked,
chance of
man.
happening.
They're not beating us. They're not. They're not a good team. They're not a good team. The Giants are literally struggled versus the Vikings.
I disagree with that.
They struggled versus the Vikings.
We're better.
We are a lot better team than them. Listen, it's going to be a body. We're going to put these dudes to rest. They have no idea. They screaming, fuck Philly. Well, last time I checked, we still own y'all.
Mm-hmm.
All I gotta say is bend down. Just bend
Bend the
down.
knee. Bend the knee.
No.
Another
Bend that
quick
ass
question.
over. Bend that ass over. And
Toot
do
that
what
ass up.
you want to do.
Yeah, Brandon Graham gonna be laughing at him again.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
Because I remember because they were like jarring that same shit at Brandon Graham, and Brandon Graham's like laughing in their faces.
Yeah, because they're jokes. They're clowns, man.
Brandon
Meet
Graham,
the next man. Have you been in the basement for how many years, man? You just got out the basement, dude. You know how you even make videos, dude. You talking about fuck the Philadelphia Eagles? Who do you root for? Because I've not seen you make another video since they were eliminated. I'm saying I'm tired of all these Giant fans coming out there, man. We're gonna spank y'all. You're a body. We're not the Vikings, dude. I don't know what Giant fans think they are, but last time I checked, didn't we blew you out in your home? Didn't Jalen Hurts put up what 400,000 yards total passing yards on you
in your house? And I know they're going to come with the excuse of, oh, well, we played you close with backups. We didn't show our full hand.
No.
Well,
Actually,
we didn't have CJ Gardner-Johnson. What are you talking about? I'm not trying to hear that.
The Eagles were without a few of their players as well.
Yes,
Exactly.
I'm not trying to hear that. We didn't have CJ Gardner-Johnson coming back. We didn't. And listen. You still got an AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. I'm not scared. Listen, honestly, I think Kirk Cousins literally, dude. I'm not a fan of the Vikings, man. I've been saying all along, the Vikings are frauds. You beat. Listen, I want to play the Cowboys. I want to play the Giants. I want to play them both.
Refused to give Justin Jefferson the ball.
Well,
There's no way the Cowboys are getting through the Niners.
Listen. I'm gonna say this, man. The Giants are done when they playing us, man. They're going home. All that talking, just get out your system. Because when you come to play us on Saturday night or Sunday or 4:30 or 8:30 p.m., whatever the fuck you play us against, putting your ass in the graveyard and spitting on it.
They just all gassed up. They're about to get smacked up.
We're going to embarrass
or have their hearts ripped out.
Listen, I'm not going to do no more talking. I'm going to let my team talk. But guess what? I'm going to tell you right now. If you don't think this Eagles team is ready, they just tweeted out already. AJ Brown just tweeted, said, let's fucking go. They
run it back.
They really come and show us that you're their team because I'm not scared of y'all. I'm more scared of the Seattle Seahawks. I'm more scared of the 49ers. I'm not really scared of the Giants.
By the way, Nate Hawk.
Whoever it is, the message is still the same. Bring it on.
Nate Hawk, valiant effort on your Seahawks. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, listen, I'm more scared of the if we were playing the Seahawks, okay, I get it. But we're playing the fucking Giants. We own them bitches. Every time we play them, even in the worst time even a worse quarterback, beat them. Come on, man. Buster Scott literally ran through y'all like paper bags, man. You guys can't stop a running game. You couldn't even stop the Vikings from running on y'all. You really can't stop the pass game. Your corners are literally garbage. I can't wait to humble y'all.
Where you hiding, man?
You're running your mouth, but if I was a Giant fan, I'd be a little humbled because your defense looks like absolute doo-doo. They look trash.
It's like
they're if things go how they're supposed to go, they're gonna have a hard time. They're gonna have a really difficult time stopping Miles Sanders.
Well, here's how I think. Like, congratulations, you did your damage in the playoffs, but it's time to be humble now.
Sanders will gut that. Well, he'll gut them on like multiple 7-yard carries, 15 yards here, 8 yards there.
And BD, that's what I'm saying. You need to have confidence in your team, man. Like, I get the Cowboys.
All of a sudden, the wild ball is going to go in the air. Devontae Smith grabs it with so much separation, and he sprints toward the end zone.
And listen, I'm not scared of that Giants team. That Giants team is so fraud. It's not even fucking funny. They're frauds. They're fucking frauds.
Bring it.
You know what I'm saying? Congratulations, you beat the Vikings. The Vikings
and you did damage in the playoffs, but it's time. It's over. Next week, it's over.
The Packers beat the Vikings, man. Get the hell out of here, man. Y'all trash, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Tired of that Giants team. I won't play them now.
They were down 33-0 to Indy.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Send the Giants to Philadelphia so we can humble their ass quickly. We don't even need to wait Saturday.
They're gonna get baptized.
Let's play them now. I want to play them now. We don't even need to wait Saturday.
While I'm off from work. Yeah, why not? Because Saturday night I have work, and then I'm going to have a hard time calling out.
Listen, it's not even that far. Hop a turnpike, come to Philadelphia, and get your ass beat now.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to wait Saturday.
I can watch it.
Listen, if I'm the NFL, there's no need to put us at 4:25. Put us at 1 p.m. and get this shit over with, man. Because I'm tired of it. Who's next?
Who's next?
The 49ers, because I want to play them next. I'm not even looking. I'm not even looking near the Giants. The Giants are trash, man. Easy W, NFC Championship. Here we come. I'm not going to sit there and say, "Oh, we should be worried." No, I'm not worried about them. They're garbage. They got lucky. Kirk Cousins is choke artist.
Either way, bring it on.
That's why you don't trust Kirk Cousins at 4:30. That's why you don't trust him after 1 o'clock.
Oh yeah. The 1 o'clock. They didn't face 1 o'clock Kurt.
No,
Yeah.
That's another. Wait a minute. That might be another
and
excuse.
Kirk Cousins was able to drive the ball down the field, man. The corners are butter, man. They're straight out butter.
Yeah,
They're trash, man. I never seen a secondary team recover.
Motherfucker literally threw the game by not giving Justin Jefferson the ball, so they can rob us all.
Dude, Kirk Cousins threw a 3rd and 30 to a fucking tight end.
They just kept force feeding Hockenson over and over again, over and over and under and over.
It's all great and fine until you have to play 2 number 1 receivers. Like I keep on saying, there's no other NFL team that can stop our 2 number 1 receivers. We are the best fucking team in the division. And if you don't want, I hope the media hypes these Giants team up. Hype them up.
They will. You know it.
I don't think they will.
They will.
They're going to.
The Giants have a huge media outlet. Of course they're going to help them out.
It's going to be all Miles Sanders and A.J. Brown getting a touchdown right in the breadbasket.
Watch. They have a huge media outlet. They're going to hype that team up.
They're going to hype them up.
They have a propaganda machine.
They're going to look at their defense and they're going to say, "Can this defense stop this Giants offense?" This is what we're going to hear all week. Watch, I'm telling you.
It'll probably be one of the 2 hacks, one or 2 media hacks trying to spew it out a hot take or something.
So stepping away from the game tomorrow or the game Saturday, who wins the game tomorrow between the Bucs and the Cowboys?
Hey, wait, how you like that picture I sent you? I love
it.
I posted in my community guidelines. I said, "Just bend down. You know the routine."
Shoot that ass up.
Yeah, I heard that
Post it like you're twerking, man.
I heard rumor has it that Philly for the game might have activated somebody from the practice squad by the name of Benjamin Dover.
I don't know who the fuck that is, and I really don't care, man. I want the Giants, man. All that shit talking, they better stand on them. They better stand on them. I wish we can go right now, man. I would love to go to the Giants in divisional round. Talk that shit. Oh,
yes. Oh my God. Ooh. So Reaper Talon has the Bucs for tomorrow. I got the Bucs tomorrow.
I got Dallas.
I hope you're wrong.
I think this is what's going to happen. And someone said this. I think we're playing our divisional opponents in both divisional round and NFC Championship game. I do.
Tell him, A-Fizz, we're coming out of the NFC, man.
99. Sponsored by NyQuil. Put the Giants to sleep.
You should have got, like I said, the baby boy where he whooped the dude's ass with a belt.
He's like, stank ass nigga, take a bath.
Fucking hell.
That shit was funny.
He said, "No, I ain't gonna hit you. You got hard, but I am gonna whoop you." You know what I'm talking about, right? You got to you got to do that for the Giants.
I know. I'm gonna do that for tomorrow.
He said, chin up. He said, "Ooh, you got hard, huh?" He said, "No, I ain't gonna hit him, but I ain't gonna whoop his ass." And he takes him and spins.
Oh, banana.
Oh, God.
See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. That was Brandon Graham.
A-Fizz says that was my favorite scene in Baby Boy.
Brandon Graham's going to be in Daniel Jones' ass all day. Pause. But he's going to get on his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he does
this is the best. This is the best game to play if you're an Eagles fan, because this is the best opponent you can play. I would not feel comfortable playing against Tom Brady. I would not rather play the Dallas Cowboys in the division round. Let them come to the NFC Championship game. Like,
yes,
I'd rather play the Giants.
Past San Francisco, though.
It's okay.
We're gonna beat San Francisco too if they come to Philadelphia. Listen, there's
Dallas is getting
beating us
bounced
in
one way
Philly.
or the other.
Nobody's beating us in Philly. We're going all the way to the Super Bowl. We're gonna win that bitch. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. Come
I
see
want
it.
Dallas to go tomorrow.
I heard some rumors floating around about how they're going to rig it for Buffalo because
They can't rig nothing, man. It's a football game. They don't got notes. People need to stop being stupid. I hate when people
They've
say,
done it
"What's
before."
rigged?" How's it fucking rigged? Do you even know what rigged means? Y'all booger eaters who fucking played Minecraft and Madden, get the shit off, get out of the fucking game, and come back to reality. You can't rig a fucking game, dude.
Or losing their bets
It's
at the
not
bookies.
WWE. It's not WWE. They don't have a script where you actually play. No, this is actually real fucking football. It's who is the better team. Okay.
Fucking idiots. I hate when people do that conspiracy theory shit.
It's like, dude.
Hey, whoa. Back up. Hold up. Time out. The famous Big D buzzer again. The difference between a conspiracy theory and breaking news is 6 months. So it's time for everybody to drop that label.
Oh, okay.
Especially when they've done nothing but come true the past 2 years. But anyway, let's.
But
proceed.
no, I don't fear the Giants, man. Like I don't fear them.
I mean,
You kind of fear them a little bit, Big D.
either.
You kind of been a little negative over there.
I'm accepting whatever. I'm going
You
to
should
take
be
whatever
happy,
fate
Big
comes
D.
my way like a man. But either
Big D,
way,
you should be
bring it the
excited,
fuck
man.
on.
You should be excited. We got a great quarterback that's not going to be a pussy, and we got a legit offense. Think about this. If we brought the Giants,
my thing about it is it's going to be lousy fucking play calling being a possibility.
No, we're going to be all right, man. I'm not worried about them.
But if they run the ball with Miles Sanders, he's going to gash them for fucking 7 to 15 yards.
If they run him with Buck Scott, he's going to gash them. The Giants are trash, bro.
But it's going to be the Sanders show unless Scott comes in garbage time.
Don't forget about Kenneth Gainwell.
Yeah.
He'll get some rotations, but it'll mainly be the Sanders show.
I got AJ Brown. I got AJ Brown in celebration versus the Giants. He's going to see that post because I tweeted at him. He's going to whip like he did with the Titans. He's going to whip the William belt.
I thought you were about to say what he did with the Steelers when he pointed at them.
That was funny as shit.
AJ Brown a dog, bro. I got Smithy going over for 2 touchdowns. I got AJ Brown going for. I got 3.
He basically said,
I think it's going to be one of each of those guys. And Jalen and Sanders are going to punch it in at least one of them twice.
This man literally tweeted and said, "Bring it on. Let's run it back."
Who said that?
Yeah, they saw that.
AJ Brown. AJ Brown, when he heard that we're playing the Giants.
Bring it. Either way, bring it.
Yeah, they're going. I see a blowout now.
By the way, I was in total control when I went to Nate Hawk channel and dissed him. He must have went live or something.
It is way too. That outcome would be so painfully obvious. Everybody would see it coming.
My thing is this, right? You go to Indiana, you go to Minnesota, and you scream "fuck Eagles," fuck the Eagles. Like you just haven't been in the basement how long? Even let's say we were in the basement, I would never say fuck an opponent that I know I can't beat. Like, dude, like I get it's divisional round, and I get we're divisional rivals, but you haven't beaten us. Can you?
But here's the difference between us and the midgets.
They're gonna get laughed at by Brandon Graham when they come out the tunnel.
Hold up. Here's the difference between us and the midgets. When we were at our worst 2 years ago, 2 seasons ago, we still beat them, split them at our worst. Mm-hmm. At our ugliest dressing day with the ugliest wig and all that shit on, we still split with the Giants.
Yep.
Got
sunglasses on.
On their worst days, they looking bummy and they're looking homeless. Those shades
look familiar.
They can't beat us.
I stole them from your house, Big D, when you weren't looking. Now I'm playing.
No. The world's thinnest skinned hippo, who's also known for wearing them, had a fire sale recently, and you must have copped them.
Cop Pizzle?
No, not Cop Pizzle.
Billy Badass?
No.
Billy Badass.
Somebody who's posed in our colors for years, and is a and is a 600-pound Hershey Kiss.
EDP.
Man, oh, that's a Master at Work reference. Hershey Kiss.
Fuck
I forget
that
who's.
dude.
I gave him that reference.
Oh, you started that reference, Hershey Kiss.
Yes, yes, that's the reason why it was on a video one time. It was on my funny montage.
he basically rejected your request to be on the show.
Well, hey, I didn't request it. I was like, yeah, don't let me be on your show. He was like, nah, I'm not going to let you on. I know you're going to talk about your Eagles.
No, it means he thinks you were going to dunk on the Patriots. Even though, if I'm not mistaken, they were on a winning streak at the time.
No, but like I said, I'm not scared of the Giants. I can't wait, man. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's not gonna be fun for them. It's gonna be fun for us. Because I see a 50 burger. I think we're gonna drop 50 points on them.
So let me guess. You think the Giants are going to the upper room?
Yeah, I don't think they have a chance in beating us.
We next. I mean, let's be real. We next. We on deck. That you like baseball? We on deck. On deck for what? For what? That upper room, nigga. The upper room with Jesus. You know what that is? The upper room the motherfuckers be singing about? The upper room. Yeah, that's right. Tell you what, you die first, I'm gonna sing at your funeral. I'm gonna just bust up in the motherfucker and go to the upper room. Let them shoot me. I don't give a fuck. They'll take me out singing that motherfucker. You crazy, Ray.
They do got a legit one, but it's going to be the status quo. The status quo must be upheld, and so it shall be. And the status quo is this. I mean, they cannot beat us when it matters.
That's how big deal. I don't know why you acting like they can beat us now. If they can't beat us with a full roster, they're not beating us when we're healthy.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't have one. But no, the Eagles were without a few of their players as well that day.
Yeah. So, Big D, can we be a little positive? Can you show a little Eagles faith? I know it's hard, man.
So let me repeat what I was saying even earlier before you came on here. It would be Miles Sanders gashing them for 15. He'll get a fucking 30-yard gain on one play. He'll average fucking 7 yards a carry. And he'll punch one or two of them in.
That would be huge. 7 yards a carry.
And one wild ball being thrown up Devontae Smith with a shit ton of space from who was supposed to be defending him, and he sprints to the end zone.
I think it's going to be a Scotty show.
No matter how hard they try to catch, set the tone early.
Was it Eagles Champ? Was it you and I who were talking about how weak the Giants were with defending tight ends?
Yeah. They were weak today, weren't they?
Right.
Yeah.
And
this
was a take I had at the beginning of the season, which ended up being wrong. I thought Goddard was going to be our main guy, but no, A.J. Brown is his favorite target.
Yes.
You're going to see him getting the ball a lot. You're going to see so many situations. You're going to see a situation where we'll be on like a 3rd and 16, and A.J. Brown will catch one behind the yellow line and then zigzag to the left and get the first down.
A.J. Brown about to embarrass the Giants, man. I cannot wait, bro. I can't fucking wait for these fucking faggot-ass bitch.
I swear there was one play of him earlier this year where he straight up bitch slapped the guy after he caught it.
There is a play where Devontae Smith got robbed a touchdown last week.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
In the end zone.
I heard about that.
I mean, I would ask him to go get Kadarius Toney, but they already traded his ass to Kansas City. Never mind.
It was a legal man downfield. That's what it was. One of the linemen was past the line of scrimmage when they were blocking.
Doesn't matter anyway. We still won. I don't care. Bring them bitches over.
It made sure nobody got injured, which was key.
I think you should show that post what we're going to do to them.
Can we all just give some thanks to A.J. Brown for coming over from Tennessee?
Thanks, Tennessee, for being morons. Exactly.
Yes.
No, they ain't morons. They're fucking idiots.
Yeah, the fucking guy who made that decision got fired the day after we beat them.
Which is always hilarious.
You ever
We
seen the
managed to
Dr.
get a
Seuss?
fucking guy fired.
You ever seen the Dr. Seuss where he's like, "You're fired"?
Upper flube.
I go Nutty Professor too. He was like, "You're fired.
Fired.
You're fat and you're dumb and fired."
Or the Riddler. You're fired. Or should I say, terminated?
Vince McMahon, you're fired.
You're fired. You're fired. Get out of my ring.
You're fired.
You're fired, Patrick. Well, I don't even work here. How would you like a job starting today? Oh boy, now would I? You're fired.
I used that on Goldstein of Predator Poachers for his 1 day of fame. That got a shit ton of retweets that day. When he, that was I was like,
But
this is
anyway,
how
guys, I gotta get going. Peace out. Appreciate you for letting me come on and
Later.
Hey, see you tomorrow night.
And you're probably wondering why why the updated logo. It was requested.
Mm-hmm. So what do you have to say?
I did it the Big D style.
That's an awesome style,
I
dude.
initially had the logo smaller next to my face, but I think this was better.
Yeah, I think that's perfect too.
I've had another special effect where I had the glowing D behind me, and I had a green tint.
I think it would be a little bit more mysterious. Let's say you had glowing eyes, and your entire body was like a shadow, like a darkness shadow or something like that.
No, I prefer it with the shadow covering my face.
Okay. Sean Johnson says he loves the logo.
Oh, thanks, I appreciate it. But that's just the Eagles logo. It's not one of my custom ones. But you already know my custom ones.
So
you ought to know by now. Common Kelly green. The horns, common color Kelly green. Uncommon purple. Red rare. Gold very rare. Black intermediate.
So if you do have any sort of concerns for the Giants, who do you think we should stop?
Saquon Barkley.
The guy we held for 30
Daniel
yards.
Jones on scrambling plays.
Yes, we need to have a spy out there.
Here's the thing. And there's one thing that it will probably end up working in our favor.
Yeah.
Is we're fucking leaving these guys open and they're dropping passes left and right like they were against Minnesota.
Yes.
In fact, they were dropping balls. They were dropping balls against us their first matchup.
Darius Slayton.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I actually had him on a parlay and he fulfilled it.
So you expected him to do bad and he did?
No, I expected him to have at least 44 yards and he had like 60.
Oh, good.
And it took him having a big reception to get that. He wasn't getting thrown the ball all game, and then he got that one big one.
And you was like, yes! He said it's going down Saturday at 8:15 p.m. That's right, he said it.
8:15? Then I'll be able to then all I got to do is just turn it on at like 9:30 when I leave work at the usual time. Saturday's an extremely light day, so I could probably get out at 9.
Hell yeah!
Because
so you'll probably just miss the first quarter.
We typically start at like 2, and we start at 2 in the afternoon, and we usually get done around like 9:30, and usually around 9 on a light day. On the heavier days, it usually lasts until 10.
So at worst, you're gonna miss a half.
No, I'm probably just gonna miss a quarter, but we'll see. But either way, if the possibility that I refuse to rule out of them showing us up happens, what you saw at the end of the 2020 season, it's going to be round 2 of that shit. But if we win, I'm probably going to be talking about how I pity New York, and that no matter what they do, they can't escape the status quo.
They will be in the pit of misery.
Yep.
Along with the swamp rats.
And by the way, Philly Pit of Misery is canceled once more.
Because we're in the playoffs and we haven't lost yet.
And there's no drama.
Exactly.
But if we lose to San Fran, then there's not going to be no round 2.
You better make
it would have had to take a really embarrassing defeat in the playoffs in order for that to happen.
Mm-hmm. Like losing to Brock Purdy when you have like a 14-point lead in the fourth quarter?
No. Losing to New York would be round 2. Losing to Dallas would be round 2.
Yes. Imagine us getting revenge.
It'll be round 2. It'll be round 2 of the burying everybody with the Godzilla music in the background.
Yeah, thank you. I needed to know the time. Thank you.
All right. Cool.
8:15 Saturday night. Hopefully it's delayed so you can catch a little bit more of the game.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But I
Or
don't know
hopefully,
the only way it would be delayed is if we had like a precipitation issue, which is unlikely.
or if we just keep passing the ball and it all goes for touchdowns and the Giants can't stop the clock.
Right. But I'm pretty sure we're going to run the ball. Pretty sure of it.
Yeah, it's going to be cold outside. So
if we run the ball, we're not losing.
If we run the ball, that means the temperature is cold because it's not like the Eagles to keep going to the run. You know what I mean?
They're not going to solely run. You're going to see a fucking big ball get thrown to AJ Brown or Devontae Smith on that drive.
Let's hope it looks better than that throw from Nick Foles to freaking whoever he was throwing to against the Falcons. Remember that first play of the game?
It was Torrey Smith. It wasn't the first play of the game. It was before the end. It was before the end of the first half.
No. I'm talking about the very, very first play for the Eagles. Remember that? The one that was underthrown. We got bailed out for PI. Hopefully it's not that cold and it's not really windy and we see a lot of underthrown footballs. I'm just hoping that doesn't happen. Because if it's really windy, quarterbacks are going to have a tough time throwing the ball in that type of weather. But at the same time, it is Eagles playoff weather, though. It is playoff weather, though. We should be used to that. Big D is quiet over there.
My bad for tripping on you. Hillary Banks, will you marry me? Oh, he falls.
You want to know what's sad about that? That wouldn't be the last time he did that on us.
I know, right?
Rematch where we had a bum QB. Well, we had a bum QB both affairs.
Yeah,
and I said it before, and I'll say it again. I think everything worked out. I think everything worked out for everyone. But that underachieving bum QB is why Doug doesn't have his job in Philly anymore. But I think it worked out for everyone, well, except for said bum QB, who's had who's suffered the fate of karma time and time again.
Yes, sir. What's going on, MC Philly? Where you hiding, man? Let this motivate us all week.
Keep that shit going! town. Fuck the Eagles. Fuck you, Eagles.
But here's the thing: Philly fans might steal all the seats where the tunnels are, so they won't be able to yell that out at them coming out of the tunnel. Because if they did, Brandon Graham would look up and laugh right at them.
Now, there was something that somebody else brought up earlier. I was on his live stream. I forgot his name. But anyways, he was like, it's funny how they're doing all of this in Minnesota where it's nice and safe, but they don't do it in Philly. I want to see them keep that same energy.
No, I've seen somebody do it at the link in the subway, in the SEPTA station, and got fucking KO'd. There was one guy who was doing it back in 2015. He was wearing a red Eli Manning jersey, and he was like egging on that one guy, and he just fucking clocked him and dropped him straight to the fucking ground.
Deservingly so.
Yeah, clocked him and dropped him straight on his ass. Fucking clocked him. But if they do muster up the courage to do that, you'll see Brandon Graham laugh at them.
We'll be ready.
Because Brandon Graham likes to egg them on. Like when they were like yelling shit out at them coming out the tunnel the first game, and Brandon Graham was like laughing right in their faces and said, "We gonna whoop that ass." And at the end of the game, he was like yelling to the crowd, "See y'all later. Bye bye. Bye bye."
Oh my God, that is rich. I remember that game too.
That was this year.
Yep. That was on. That was a video that the Eagles personally posted.
Oh, man. Nice.
If there are,
it's probably good. The main players that will probably laugh at them in that situation are going to be Graham, Jalen, and AJ Brown.
If there are Giants fans at the game, I no doubt there will be fights between fans and ours. Squatters, what up, Reese?
AJ Brown likes to get into it as well. There was, one of my guys at work was talking about the gritty dance, and I said the first person I think of when I think of the gritty dance is AJ Brown. Because I forget which team he did it against, but he did it on a touchdown score. Miles Sanders is also known for doing it.
Why 8:15 nighttime? Nightmare would be horrible for them.
Yeah.
Squatters, what's up, Reese?
Oh shit.
Maybe we can have him on the show.
Probably should have called him to get my cut.
Of chicken?
No, haircut.
Oh, a haircut. Yeah.
Probably should have did that, but I don't know. It might be too late now. No, I don't mean get it tonight, but
Was your haircut bad? What's up with your haircut?
I just need one.
Oh, you need one?
It's been too long since I last had one. I usually let my hair grow a little bit if I don't cut it in November, and then for a New Year tradition, I get it cut.
Hey, Reese, do me a favor. Put your Instagram in the chat so that
I know his IG.
Okay, cool. Never mind then. First thing I think of the gritty.
I don't know if I'd be able to, because tomorrow I need to get my oil change. I've been putting that off for way too long.
He said he's right here whenever you're ready to get that haircut.
Cool.
Going to be a giant.
I thought you were talking about your brother.
Yeah. He said he's there whenever he's ready. Whenever you're ready.
Oh, that was him.
Yeah. I was just reading this.
Because he's going under a different name.
What up, Mullins 80? Go and knock those Giants out.
It's going to either be a flat out humiliation, or we lose, or we rip their hearts right out of their chest.
Sponsored by NyQuil. Put the Giants to sleep.
It's usually us ripping their hearts out. It's always them thinking they got us, and then boom, something happens.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, the theme with Jalen is actually a bit different. Jalen has been walking all over them. The time when Jalen beats them, it's usually not close.
That's more of a question for my brother. So far, he's made a few shorts. That's all I can really tell you. But look forward for more content coming soon.
Yeah, he's a very busy individual.
Yeah, everybody's got lives.
Absolutely. Why do you think I'm not on here that often? Besides the fact that I have a little bit of Reaper Talon's making a reference from some of my past vids.
Fatality.
Oh yeah, because people should know. People should know by now that death sound is from Grand Theft Auto 3.
Really?
That's one of the Grand Theft Auto. That's one of the death sounds from Grand Theft Auto 3, and it's the funniest one.
I agree. Let's get this W versus the Giants.
And I use like the classic gunshot sound. The fatality was actually a late addition. I initially wasn't going to add that, but I decided to. So I always use it.
Kayvon was doing the gritty on the Purple Freaks logo. Loved it. I remember that.
The first guy I think of is AJ Brown. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I know why. I know why. This is why.
Hold up. Keep it right there. Hold on.
That's what I was thinking of.
Uh-huh.
I forget what team that's against, but I think it's Pittsburgh.
I thought it was against Tennessee. No, he didn't get.
I had that before Tennessee.
He didn't get a touchdown on that end of the end zone, on that side of the end zone. I think it was Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Eagles aren't the Vikings. Exactly. We're the better offense, better defense, and better coaching. Put that all together, and we're better than the Giants.
And Jalen will throw to his main men.
Many men.
Wish death upon me.
Giants will face a tougher defense now. No more garbage defense.
This is how we do.
We make a move, act a fool like we up in the club.
This is how we do. Nobody do it like we do it, so show us some love.
This is how we do.
We make a move and act a fool while we up in the club. Touch me, tease me, kiss me, please me. I give it to you just how you like it, girl.
That's all too catchy.
Rich folks do not want me around because the shit might pop off, and if shit pop off, somebody gonna get laid the fuck out.
I don't know what you.
Those are words of life for me.
You've been drinking, but you gonna now, boy. I'll lay your ass down.
I joke, I kid.
Did you notice Giants today were trying to play like the Eagles actually and run a lot with Jones? Don't work against us. Right, we're gonna have a spy.
They will unless we actually plan for it.
This just in, Luigi is an Eagles fan.
Yeah, hey.
I'm Luigi, brother, now.
Trace my steps up in this game.
You can see we cover ground. Who the hell is... Go ahead.
If you hating on me, do not greet me with a pound.
I'll be staying out the way, but if the beef do come around... Put an M right on your head. You Luigi.
You Luigi, brother, now.
Hell yeah. First game, Sanders shitted on them with over 100 yards rushing. What makes them think they can stop that now? We're winning this game 34-14.
I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you right now, like the Giants had a great run. They've done some damage in the playoffs, but I don't see how they can beat the Eagles. We're sweeping them in 3 games.
I know exactly how, but if we run the ball, we ain't losing. If we do what we did against them the first time, if we have the game plan we used against them the first time, we ain't losing.
Well, true. Luigi does wear green overalls. Yeah.
Yeah, in the beginning, because back then they wore the blue shirt with their main colors being the overalls.
Now
until they switched it in Super Mario Brothers 2.
Now the suit that he's talking about is an alternate. You'll see that in games like Super Mario Bros. Or Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario 3D World, and whatever. With the white shirt and the green overalls. He typically wears the green shirt with the blue overalls.
Sometimes a few times DK has actually dyed his fur orange and blue.
Yep.
You remember Blue Donkey Kong too, right?
I do.
He was in both 64 and Super Smash Brothers.
Uh-huh. I remember that.
My brother used to crap on me for choosing Blue Donkey Kong.
That was only available in multiplayer.
Yes.
Let's see.
Did you know that Crusho was available via multiplayer?
Yep.
15 banana fairies.
Yep. Adoree Jackson will get shitted on easily by Brown and Smith. Easy. Like, the only way you would have to have the perfect man-to-man corner. That's the only way you could beat us. Because all the double coverage.
It might also be a Brandon Graham moment where he's like, you know that tunnel where he like comes in and like he starts talking like when we beat Dallas in 2019, Brandon Graham yells out, "Yeah, Dak said we was gonna be easy. Go home."
Remember, the NFL said that it's hard to beat the same team 3 times.
Yeah, in the first matchup, they yelled, "Hey, they say we can't beat the Colts. Ha 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 ha. We gonna whoop that ass." And then at the end of the game, "See y'all later. Bye-bye."
We can do it too. The Niners just did it to the Seahawks.
Oh, yeah. We were on the receiving end of that at one point.
Yeah, 2009.
Yeah. That's a year to forget. Even more so than 2010.
Yeah, fuck the Cowboys. They're going to lose tomorrow. I swear to God.
I hope they do. Either way, they're definitely getting bounced. They'll be lucky to make it out the first round.
No, I will say this. Eagles champ and Reese will be on here tomorrow.
One of my boys in Philly thinks they would beat us in the division round. I disagree with that, no matter what.
Well, now you have to disagree because the Cowboys don't play us in the divisional round.
Nope. And they don't make it past the second round.
Never.
No. No matter who they go up against. The Panthers can tell you that.
Let's see. At least the Eagles have beaten teams with good defenses like the Cowboys, Commanders, Jags, and maybe the Packers and Colts. Packers have a terrible defense, especially with the run. Steelers, not a good defense. And what good defenses did the Niners beat this season?
Well, they're on an 11-game win streak,
beating measly teams, but okay.
Even though we were too, but still.
Can't take away from what they did, though.
Yeah, same applies. Same applies either way.
Yeah,
same applies for both.
I know a lot of people would be have been shitting on us for our 8-game winning streak.
Cop Pizzle had a stand up now and face the sun moment. Patrick Beverly.
Oh my God! Oh no! You're talking about the time where he was celebrating. You're like, send their ass home or something like that. I remember that.
It was when Patrick Beverly took his jersey off, threw it in the crowd, and started hopping around.
Yeah, that was the same game. He did that, and then in the press conference, he was like, "Well, how do you feel about the Clippers? They were your former team. Send their ass home."
Ghetto Gronk uses that meme a lot, and I think it's hilarious.
Oh my god!
Now and face the sun.
Pat was a savage for that shit. Niners
he used it for Dallas when they beat Houston.
Niners have
when Dallas barely beats the worst team in the league.
Niners haven't beat anyone with a good defense, and you expect us to be scared to face against a good defense? Get the fuck out of here. I agree.
Our defense has been suspect as hell all year.
And one of these days, Brock Purdy is going to
matter of whether or not Hassan Reddick gets all over his ass.
I'm telling you, man, once Brock Purdy gets all those blueprints on him, he's going to get exposed. Watch.
Well, they haven't reached him yet.
And no starting rookie has ever won the Super Bowl.
No. Kurt Warner, I don't think Kurt Warner really counts.
Ben Roethlisberger and what's his name? Russell Wilson were the closest.
Yeah, and Kurt Warner.
That was his second year?
It was either his first or second year.
Okay.
And Kurt Warner was also the last league MVP to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, true. 99.
If Boston Scott does anything, it'll be in garbage time.
Yeah, look for him to come in like the third and fourth quarter.
Because let me explain why. The only reason why he even got anything the first matchup this year is because Brandon Graham forced that fumble. They were still going with Miles Sanders all the way.
And the only reason why
I expected to be the same.
And the only reason why he got the Eagles' only touchdown the last meeting was because they wanted to rest Miles Sanders.
Yeah, that was the rumor that was floating around leading up to the game against Dallas, and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck are you doing?
Have a good one, MC.
That was another thing that infuriated me about that. So we're gonna rest him that early and just make Miscue throw 40 times a game.
Mind you, we were still going for a 1 seed.
Oh yeah, and also our run defense has gotten better in the last parts of the season.
I remember when that was a huge struggle for us against teams like Pittsburgh and Houston and even Washington.
Washington was the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah,
somebody decided, nah, we can't have this no more.
It really started versus DeAndre Swift in Detroit.
DeAndre Swift is pretty fucking good, though.
Yeah, he is. And then
I heard he lit up the Packers in Week 18.
Oh yes, I agree. Daniel Jones ain't putting up 300 yards
total, unless it's a friggin' shootout.
No, he almost put up 400 total. Remember, that's not passing yards, but total yards, he almost had 400. He had 70. He had over 70 on the ground.
Well, okay, if we're counting rushing yards, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, all purpose.
If it's all purpose, yeah, it does have a legit possibility. If he gets 80 and has 225 passing yards, but who's to say that would not be a futile effort?
His rushing yards are going to be down by at least half.
But the way to make that effort futile is to set the tone early, which is what was working earlier on in the season and a little bit later.
That's why it's important to have home field advantage.
Right, but we've also been successful doing that on the road.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And we're shutting down Barkley. Watch we did it in the first game. We can do it in the playoffs. Exactly, man.
the run defense has gotten better in the home stretch.
Yes, I want to say
They fucking held Derrick Henry under 70.
Mm-hmm.
I had him scoring a touchdown in that parlay. He couldn't even sniff the end zone.
Wow.
I mean, I expected it to be an ugly, closely contested contest, but it was not even fucking close.
Man.
Philly probably could have added more points than they did. I think A.J. Brown had 2 scores that day.
Yeah.
I was a little frustrated earlier on because I expected A.J. Brown to be the first receiver to get a touchdown against him. It turned out it was Devontae Smith. But at the same time, it was good to see him starting to get going.
A.J. Brown didn't get a touchdown until the Vikings game.
Oh, yeah. It was taking longer for Smith.
Even Quez Watkins, of all people, got a touchdown before him. No, actually, you know what? Devontae did get a touchdown in that Vikings game.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, Jalen Hurts. No, I want to be careful about that. I don't think he got a touchdown in that Vikings game. Sorry.
It was on a goal line play.
He didn't get a touchdown until Washington. That's what it was.
Yeah, it took Washington for A.J. Brown to finally get one. Same with Goddard, strangely enough. It was after. People talk about how Dak was throwing a lot of interceptions despite missing 5 games. Wentz was still high up there in turnovers despite missing twice as many. He only had 5. He only had 7 less.
Slay and Bradbury would easily shut down their no-name receivers. I agree. Darius Slayton sucks. Darius Slayton sucks.
Slay couldn't even shut down Kenny Galladay, who has been a complete bust in New York.
You think he's worried about that? Come on, man. We didn't show our entire hand.
Okay. But then again, to be fair, in his defense, it was in literal garbage time.
Yeah.
It was literal garbage time.
Vikings are frauds.
Bradbury's been better.
I don't think the Vikings will ever win a Super Bowl.
No, they're definitely not. Not with the current squad they have.
I'm sorry, Big D. Pardon my language. Purple freaks.
The purple freaks. The purple turds, as Desert once called them.
I ain't mean to cuss by saying Vikings. I meant to say purple freaks.
The purple freaks. The purple dingbats.
Don't be a dingbat.
That's what RPF calls them as well.
Didn't we stop Jordan Davis too? We did.
We also contained both Pollard and Zeke.
Mm-hmm. They had little flashes here and there, but still, we did a very good job versus those two.
Yeah. Just shame some asshole had decided to play the exact defensive scheme that Dak thrives against.
Oh, I hate that.
Perfect gift for that.
Oh my God. Now, if Daniel Jones is able to carve that up, we're in for a long game, a very close game.
And he has the ability to do that, but there is one thing that would stop. There is one major thing that would stop him from doing that, and that is his receivers can't even catch a Pidgey on Route 1.
Now, also another factor that counters into that, we need to keep running the football and keep them off the field.
Yeah.
The same medicine that they try to use, every team tries to use against the Eagles. We need to use it on the Giants and everybody else we play.
Especially if we score a touchdown, then force them to punt and then score another touchdown. That would be a major factor.
Yeah. Let's see. Bucks will make the Dallas Cowboys cry tomorrow. Yes, sir. I agree with that.
I fucking hope so. I hope
Yes.
so. Beat those motherfuckers. Send they asses home.
Dallas Cowboys are sorry. What the? Where'd you go, Big D? No! Fudge sickles.
Give me my keys, bro.
Oh God, you ain't getting these keys.
Give me my fucking keys.
Now you.
Man, where did Big D go? Oh man.
Eagle! Keep that shit going! Fuck the Eagle! Keep it going! Fuck the Eagle! Oh, we'll see you next week! Fuck the Eagle! Yeah, we coming to town! Fuck the Eagle! Fuck you, Eagle!
Fuck the Giants. Fuck the Giants. Fuck the Giants.
Sorry about that. I accidentally exited out while trying to update a photo, but never mind.
Toasty.
Toasty! Monster kill.
Cowgirls need to move on from Dak, honestly, if they want to contend.
That team as a whole are playoff chokers, no matter who the QB is.
Tom Brady is going to beat the Cowboys. Yes,
they do. I'll probably dunk on them I will dunk on them just for the hell of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit.
Yes, I hate the Giants.
I'm willing to, because I'm prepared for all outcomes. So ain't nobody can do shit against me.
You're welcome to come on to the chat, Bulldog Will.
I'm prepared for all possible outcomes, but if Dallas loses, I'm dunking on their punk asses.
Hit him with the windmill.
Oh shit.
Vince Carter, arm in the rim. Or you could do the rockabye baby like Michael Jordan. Or rock the cradle, that's what I meant to say. Bucks versus Eagles NFC Championship game instead of the Niners? Ooh.
The Bucks aren't beating San Francisco. It's not happening.
Do-do, do-do, do-do.
No, that's a good defense San Francisco went up against.
Yes, and it completely destroyed them.
Yeah.
San Fran also went up against the Chiefs and got their asses blown out. I believe the Super Bowl will be Bills and Eagles. I like that. If the Bills meet us in the Super Bowl, then that means we have a chance to solidify that every
we
team
should
in
be
the
able
NFC
to, because I said it before, and I'll say it again. Josh Allen is a fucking turnover machine.
Yes. Here's the point I need to make out with him.
It's not just the interceptions. It's not just him throwing the interceptions. How many times throughout the course of a game he loses control of the rock a lot? He turns the ball over a lot.
He said Mr. Irrelevant will beat the Bucks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't see it any other way. It's going to be Eagles and Niners.
As far as speaking of the Georgia Bulldogs, congratulations on their national title. They're second in a row.
Yeah. Congratulations. I'm not going to take away from the Bulldogs. I am mad at the Buckeyes, not Georgia.
Oh yeah, the choke eyes. That has got to be one of the worst choke jobs in college football history.
Anyways, moving on. Giants fans feeling themselves now after beating a mediocre defense.
Actually, Navy had a pretty embarrassing choke job against Army in the early 90s. It was either the early 90s or early 2000s. Navy had a pretty brutal choke job against them.
More like Bengals, Eagles Super Bowl. Even if the Bills make it to the Super Bowl, we still
can't. I hope the Bills get fucking eliminated. I really do.
Why?
Because they robbed me of $300. I hope they get fucking eliminated. The Bengals should whoop their ass.
Oh my God!
They couldn't even beat. They barely scraped past the Dolphins team with no Tua turn the ball over.
I'm sorry, Vic D. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at you.
They fucking faced the Dolphins team with their fucking third string QB, and they barely scraped past them.
Third round will be tough. Eagles should have an opportunity to beat the Giants the third time. I appreciate that. Congrats on your win, man.
I think it's all a level playing field considering how every playoff matchup has been going.
Hey, the worst choke job is the Chargers versus Jags.
Yeah. Once again, fuck you, Spanos.
Ready Red, what's going on? He always calls me T.Y. Hyden.
I thought he was saying thank you.
No, he calls me T.Y. Hyden because I look like T.I. Hilton to him.
T.Y. Hilton?
Yeah.
I never thought of it that way.
Without Von Miller, their pass rush is god awful.
Oh yeah. And it should be a level playing field because Cincinnati's O-line is still putrid.
You know how I can tell you that they're frauds though? They won every single game by one possession or less, except for this one. They were 11-0 before they came into this game.
And most of their losses were by multiple possessions.
Yes.
Didn't they lose to the Lions?
Yes.
The Lions arguably should have made the playoffs. I said it before and I'll say it again. Washington should have made the playoffs, but a certain underachieving bum QB is the main reason why they didn't. Which was fine by me.
It's fine by me too. It's good to see awesomeness miserable.
Disappointment intensifies.
I didn't make it. Oh, it's okay. You can cry. Okay. You can stop now.
We now have the playoff pretender in custody. Good work, fellas. I love that one.
Roger that. He's pulled over. Stand by for update.
William 172, no water warrant.
We got the playoff impersonator team in custody. Good work, fellas.
They don't know who we be.
All right, here's another clip to play. Who's mad about them not making the playoffs?
Oh shit!
No, sir, not me.
Yep.
I was expecting that. Hell yeah! The Jets play everyone in the NFC East this upcoming season. Well, for a fact, we know you're not going perfect. You're losing to the Eagles. 16-1 at best.
And they're losing to the Cowboys as well.
16-1 at best.
The Jets were frauds.
Yeah, they just need to find a quarterback. That's all they need, and a couple of receivers.
That's always been the curse of that franchise.
They need to stop picking USC quarterbacks. It doesn't work.
Wait, picked another one? They picked another one? How many USC QBs had they gone through?
Let's see, Mark Sanchez, Sam Darnold.
Oh, they're both USC? Was there anybody before them?
I'm not sure, but anyways.
There was one USC QB that worked out for another team. Palmer.
Yes.
Although Palmer had some bitch in his heart as well. He quit on Cincy.
Matt Leinart stunk.
Oh yeah, he was a bust. Kurt Warner sat on the bench But he was so much of a bust that Kurt Warner got his job back.
Trey Hendrickson will take Josh Allen ass down next week.
Yeah, because they play the Bengals.
Now here's a Jets fan that is saying you're totally right about us being frauds.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he's a Jets fan.
It's their lack of QB. That's always been the curse of that franchise. No matter what, no matter what school they pick from, no matter who they do.
It's the Joe Namath curse.
Let this sink in. The best QB they've had since Joe Namath was Ken O'Brien, the guy they chose over Dan Marino. Let that sink in for a moment.
I'm going to say Chad Pennington.
Yeah, you could make that case, but I'd give the edge to Ken O'Brien.
Mm-hmm. Jets have a defense that is good and young, including the offense as well. They just need to pick up a QB. Lamar Jackson would be perfect. Yes.
I don't know about that.
I mean, come on. Do you expect this dude to be Geno Smith?
Maybe it might be. Who knows?
I'm talking about.
But the narrative with Geno was he mainly did good against bad defenses. Once he faced up against good defenses like San Fran, he got his ass handed to him.
Mm-hmm. But he was ass earlier in his career when he was a Jet.
Yeah, with fucking Rex Ryan as his coach.
Oh, I forgot about Vinny Testaverde.
I didn't.
Oh my God, he was actually pretty decent.
That was one worth mentioning. But I don't think he's above Ken O'Brien.
I don't see us getting Lamar Jackson. Yeah, the Ravens don't deserve Lamar Jackson.
I've seen him going to Tampa.
Oh God, you would go from bad to worse with Derek Carr.
Oh yeah, Josh McDumbass continued what Gruden started and completely ruined him.
Yeah. At least they still have Devontae Adams.
Yeah. The ex-Packer that actually did well for them. They tried multiple ex-Packers in the past that all ended up being failures. Desmond Howard, Javon Walker, Jordy Nelson.
Yep. They did so bad behind Jordy Nelson that he decided to go back.
The Raiders are notorious for trying the same things over and expecting different results.
Doing the same things over and expecting different results.
They remind me of them and the Lakers have this in common. They're always signing aging over the hill guys to try to be competitive.
Now that's what Washington used to do. They still do it too.
They still do it. I was just about to mention Washington.
Yeah. Mike White will be a backup if we extend him. I agree. Yeah. Mike White's done solid.
Yeah, Wilson was just the next cow to be processed through the slaughterhouse.
I'm sorry. Josh Jacobs.
By the way, I mentioned this on Yankee Messiah's channel quite a few times when he was talking about Ego the Hutt, the world's thinnest skinned hippo.
Oh no, let's not talk about him again. Come on, man. We were doing so good.
Listen to what I'm saying. Because Yankee Messiah sometimes posted clips of him from TikTok bitching about us, and I pointed out the Eagles have been significantly better ever since he got booted off YouTube. In case anybody's noticed.
Yeah.
The Eagles have gotten significantly better since he got booted off YouTube.
Yep. Except for 1 year, that's all. And I'm fine with that.
No matter what their age is, never fucking call a girl you're trying to eye up future girlfriend or future wifey ever. Because that's the surest fucking way you'll never land them, because they'll get fucking they get uncomfortable, but they get weirded out by that shit. They're like, oh, what?
And why would you do that in the presence of a woman anyway? Why would you call them a bitch and a hoe?
Well, even whether you do that or not, You don't talk about what you're going to do, what you want to do with them or to them or anything like that before you even fucking meet them.
Yeah.
You don't start talking about it until the time finally comes to do the damn thing. And that takes like a month or two after you've been dating. That's usually when that happens.
That's like trying to sell bait to a fish from a store, from a phone.
Right. I mean, and you can't come. And the thing is, you can't come on too strong. That's something my mother taught me that I wish I learned in high school, but it probably would have helped me. But you got to let them come to you. If they don't come to you, they're not fucking interested.
The problem with
you got to show some initiative. You got to at least say a few things here and there. And let her come to you. Let her initiate a conversation. And if she don't initiate a fucking conversation, it means she's not interested.
The problem with some men is that they're assertive and they're not aggressive. You're allowed to be aggressive. Just be patient. But when you're assertive, when you're assertive and you're jumping the gun, that's something you can't do.
No, not at all. You cannot do that. Because that's both of those it pushes them away.
Oh, good. You're completely starting all over.
Oh yeah, they fired the OC. Oh yeah. Tennessee fired everybody except the head coach.
What? Well, yeah. You know what? Mike Vrabel's a good guy.
He's the only one that didn't get fired.
I actually agree with that. Never mind. I can't complain about that.
No. I'm just saying that's what happened.
Yeah, I'm just reacting.
All I'm saying is that's what happened.
I'm just reacting to what you said. That's all.
Right.
We need a veteran offensive coordinator.
And I'll say this again. Even if she wasn't talking to a fucking known pedophile, even if she wasn't talking to a known fucking creepo, Elizabeth Rupe girl still made the right decision by sticking with her current.
Yeah.
I'd probably be of a different opinion if I was on the if I was the one trying to eye her up. But the thing is, it's not just. I mean, you talk the fucking morbidly obese fuck tried to claim that he could treat her, but motherfucker, you can't even treat yourself properly. And second of all, it ain't just about that. It ain't just about that. It's good. I would have told her this myself, but Master at Work told her to not respond to messages, and I thought that was the right move. I thought that was fair. I was thinking about it. I would have said to her straight up, "Listen, I said, listen, you did the right thing by sticking with your current, even if you weren't dealing with a fucking creepo."
Yes. The Sixers won by a point over the Lakers. Clap your hands, everybody.
Win a championship or shut the fuck up.
All right, asshole.
That's what I say. That's what I say to any Suxers fan who tries to talk shit. Win a fucking title first, then you can talk. We won the last championship matchup again. Oh wait. Anyway, as I was saying, I told her straight up. I would have told her straight up. You made the right choice because it's not just about treating you, or it's not always about being able to treat them better or things like that. Sometimes you gotta have your disagreements. You gotta have your issues. And being able to resolve them makes the relationship stronger.
It does.
And here's the thing. And another thing I learned when my ex-girlfriend double-crossed me in 2019. Anyone who's followed me for a long time knows the story behind that. That taught me another valuable lesson, that you can't try to steal. You don't want to try to steal one from somebody else. And the reason why is this: if she leaves him for you, how long do you think it'll be before she eventually turns on your ass as well? And also, what are the odds she's gonna fucking split from you before you even have a chance to do anything fun?
All of that is a possibility.
Oh yeah, because that's what fucking happened to me with my ex. Is I was fucking discarded before anything fun could have. Well, actually, we had some fun times, a few times, but her fucking bitch, her fucking Napoleon complex bitch of a friend, hated my guts from day one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my whole life I've been fucking hated and looked down upon because I don't look like everyone else, I don't talk like everyone else, and I don't act like everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
I've had my own identity. I've been proud of it for years, and that's what I want. And that's what I want to find in who I want. And the chances of finding that kind of thing, someone who wants to be their own identity as well and isn't going to judge, is fucking slim to none.
Yeah, true.
Level up.
It's even worse when it's even harder to find in the Northeast. It probably would be easier to find in your area or even Florida.
You have no idea how hard it is down here. A lot of these girls are a bunch of thoughts or a bunch of women who have kids already.
Oh yeah, single mothers.
Not only single mothers, but married people. The actual loyalists who I'm looking for, they're already married.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's me. It's either fucking bimbos. You know what? Shit. Keep your hands in. Yeah, that's pretty rich coming from a fucking Chester. I have a few family members who have been to the joint, and they learned the term Chester from there.
Mm-hmm.
Chester means child molester. Yeah, one of them was like, "Yo, I heard that one guy is a Chester."
Wait a minute, today's Saturday?
Yeah, the fact that I have close family members who've been in jail and this motherfucker hasn't makes me sick to my stomach.
It's just sickening, man. Sickening.
And the reason some of them were in the joint is because they couldn't make their payments. It was over the bullshit war on drugs that needs to be fucking ended.
Yes.
Because that has ruined so many fucking lives beginning in 1994. But that's a different topic for a different time. That's the kind of stuff we would talk about if I was the host. But this is your channel. You control the topic.
Oh my God, Sentinel. What's going on, Sentinel? The 49ers going to lose.
Is that how he talks?
Yeah, with the deep pitch, he pitches his tone down. The tone quality of his voice is dependent on the microphone that he uses.
What he uses a vocoder effect?
That's right.
I almost thought if I had the effects, if I had the apps that I knew how to use now, I probably would have started my YouTube. I would have thought about starting my YouTube career with a shadowed face and a vocoder effect during the off season, and once the Eagle season started, then my face would be revealed. But that would have had a chance of easily backfiring.
Sentinel, I need to cut on the notification bell to your channel. I got to pay a close eye on them 49ers. We're not going to lose to the Giants.
Or are we?
We're not. Don't even start that.
Oh yeah. Oh, don't worry. If it fucking happens, and I'm not ruling it out by any stretch of the imagination, it's going to be round 2 of the 2020 King Dragon Burial.
99. Sponsored by NyQuil. Put the Giants to sleep.
But if we lose to San Fran, they'll actually be free of any wrath.
I use a voice changer because there are trolls looking for me, and the fact that people in this community love to dox, call jobs, and SWAT.
Oh yeah. Bunch of fucking trolls, doxers, rats. and
Yeah.
Flaggots as
Nuzdar, you know who you are, Nuzdar.
because that's what Eagle Speed calls them. That's what he used to call them.
I hope you win because I want to hear. Don't you mean you need to hope us to lose?
No, no. I think he means he wants EC1 to sing a song of his choice if the 49ers beat us. I think that's what he's going for. And it's the most legit. It's the most legit of legit possibilities. But if we lose to San Fran, they will be free of any wrath.
Oh, okay. I thought he was coming over here to talk.
There's not going to be a burial if that happens, because there's not going to be any friggin' shame in that. But if we lose to fucking New York, you damn well bet I'm gonna breathe fire in every single direction.
Oh, we'll both be there. I have the Niners and the Eagles being there, so it should be a fun matchup.
That's what should happen.
Yes, I don't see any.
Another thing is, it's the way too obvious outcome.
True.
It's like the Eagles aren't totally going to humiliate the Giants again, are they? No. They're not gonna. They can't humiliate them again.
It will happen.
As the army guy from iCarly would say, sure I can.
You actually watch iCarly?
I just remembered that one episode when they had Neville tied up on the thing. And he's like, you can't just leave me here. And the guy was like, sure I can.
Drake and Josh is so much better than iCarly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no fucking doubt about it. That's not even a fucking contest.
Even though Drake is a pedophile himself.
Some people... Oh, yeah, Drake Bell. Yeah, Drake Bell was under fire.
Do you sweep the Giants?
It's for a similar... it's no coincidence that Jeanette McCurdy is boycotting Nickelodeon for that.
And she's the hottest one on the show. Sorry, Miranda Cosgrove.
There was because there was an iCarly. There's an iCarly reboot where the characters are older, but Jeanette McCurdy's not in it because she left. They split on bad terms.
Did you sweep the Giants in the regular season? Of course we did.
Yes,
We're in the same boat. We're in the same boat as you were when you faced Seattle.
Yes, and thanks to you, there is zero chance of the perennial tradition of Seattle making us into their bitch.
I don't know.
Can't do that. Can't make Philly call you daddy if you can't reach them.
I don't know how much you know about the Eagles, Sentinel, but we haven't beaten Seattle in 15 years.
Yeah, let that sink in for a moment.
Megan! I think the Peruvian puff pepper is my favorite episode.
Mine is probably the either the foam finger one. Either the foam finger one, the Christmas one. Definitely the foam finger one. You can't sleep in the bathroom either.
Somebody's going to be watching Nick Glockma tonight, or else somebody's going to be an organ donor before their 17th birthday, Josh Nichols!
Get away from my husband.
You skunk bag.
You served us goat balls? It probably wasn't actual goat meat. He probably just said it. It was probably chicken. It was probably chicken or turkey, and they said it was goat.
Oh my god. Yeah, fuck Seattle.
It would have been a complete waste of time and money to go out of your way to get actual goat meat. It's not possible.
Oh, you know what, Sentinel? Did Brandon Rogers ever eat that crow? Did he ever make a crow video? Anytime the Niners beat Seattle, a child with cancer magically heals, which is why Brandon Rogers is so pissed. That's funny as hell.
That's similar to what happens whenever the Eagles beat the Cowboys. Usually somebody is cured of crack addiction.
God. Can't wait to beat them fucking. Ugh.
Either way, regardless of what anybody thinks is going to happen, regardless of what the outcome is, I'm ready for all possibilities. Bring it the fuck on.
I'm ready.
Whatever happens, happens. If we go down, we go down, and they're gonna face my full wrath. But if we beat you, I'm just gonna take pity on you because you got to suffer through the status quo over and over and over and over and over and under and over.
I'm on my Mulan shit right now. Eagles, prepare to fight. If we die with honor.
Long live the king.
That's us.
So wait a minute.
That's us throwing the Giants over the ledge.
We wore our stealths in a loss to Dallas, and everybody's okay with this? Did I miss something?
He wanted to be a salty bitch about it, and because he did, I'm going to be on his neck all offseason, regardless of what happens to the Niners. You got a whole bunch over his head right now. You got a sweep over his head. You got an M on his head.
As you got better, they watched as they got worse. I'm thank God RPF didn't hear that, because that was the Miz. That was the Miz's theme song, and RPF despises the Miz more than any other wrestler.
Who knows? Maybe he's still watching.
Maybe he is, but there's no wrestler he hates more than the Miz, and he mainly hates him because of MTV. Because he used to be on MTV.
The wrestler I hate the most is Kurt Angle, even though his theme song is very good.
Oh, why Angle?
I just don't like him. He's always sticking up for Vince McMahon.
It's a work. It's a work.
Somebody the other day had mentioned Kurt Angle too.
The ones I can't stand are the EVP fruitcakes that currently run AEW. Kenny Olivier and the fucking Bucks.
His crow was basically, it's a moral loss. What? That's a bad way to start it off.
The Bucks are basically two Shawn Michaels wannabes who stole his finisher and spam it at every high spot match. And they play politics beyond the scenes and bury whoever they don't like, much like HBK did in the 90s. One of my friends from one of my old jobs whose phone is off, I haven't been able to talk to him. He hates Hogan a lot because he's a Randy Savage fan.
Oh, really?
Because Hogan went behind the scenes and politicked his way at Savage's expense. The title reign that Sergeant Slaughter had was originally supposed to go to Randy Savage.
My favorite modern day wrestler is Seth Rollins.
For me, it's either Eddie Kingston or who else? Jay Briscoe.
I would love to bang the man.
Who, Becky Lynch?
Yes. She cute as hell.
Oh yeah.
Let me go ahead and wrap this up in about a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
In an interview,
my phone's about to die. Angle also liked the idea as well, because Angle wanted to go bald. He was planning to go bald.
That's a good idea.
He wanted to go bald because his hair was thinning out, and he wanted to kind of have a slight change in character. For many years, I couldn't stand Cena, but a shoot interview with Sabu started to tone it down a little bit because Sabu said that in his prime, Cena actually was a good worker. He did become kind of a dud later in his career when he stopped putting guys over. But Sabu said, and Sabu's not he's not a guy that will shill for a company. That he's authentic.
Now, someday, if you go bald, I am going to literally compare you to David Draymond from Disturbed.
Oh, wow.
The minute you go bald, the minute I find out you bald, I'm going to be like, David Draymond.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen in my 30s.
Woo, boy, I needed that laugh. But anyway,
he can't do the voice the same way live as he used to, because singing like that eventually will cause damage.
Yeah, because they're so raspy.
I mean, that's why Mark Hamill can't do the Joker the way he.
That song came out 23 years ago. You expect him to be the same after that? Whoa, that awkward pause.
Uh-oh. You mean a dramatic pause like Sheen?
You're talking about Jimmy Neutron or 2.5 Men?
Sheen. That's the funny thing is Charlie Sheen's birth name is Carlos Estevez. Sheen Estevez. That's kind of a subtle reference to Emilio Estevez. I think that's what Martin Sheen's birth name is.
Wow.
It's a little Easter egg. I'm just doing a dramatic pause.
But anyways, man, you have any final words before I wrap this up?
Yeah. I mean, some of you motherfuckers are way too cocky for your own good. And if the worst happens, y'all motherfuckers gonna get it too.
Do you think I'm cocky?
Maybe. But either way, it's either going to be round 2 of the King Dragon's Wrath, like you saw at the end of the 2020 season when we got blown out by Dallas, or it'll be me taking pity on New York for continuing to suffer through the status quo. And that no matter what they do, they cannot escape it. Either one or the other is going to happen.
We'll see what happens. I'm just excited for Saturday.
Either way, the mood is still this. Bring it the fuck on. Even if it, like I said, that's what I said last year against Tampa, even though I knew we were going to lose that. I still said, bring it the fuck on. We're going to take it like a man.
Oh my God, this dude is a pussy.
You smell that?
I smell pussy.
Is that you, Irv?
I smell pussy.
Is that you, Ja?
I smell pussy.
Is that you, Black?
Y'all
is
niggas
pussy. All right, let me get up out of here. My phone's about to die. And my feet are cold.
Appreciate you for coming on, man.
No problem. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, nice. Peace, man.
Later.
1, 2, 3, hey Ashley.
Dallas Cowboys are sorry.
And y'all hoes going tomorrow too. One last one before you go. This one's for you Dallas Cowboys fans.
We next. I mean, let's be real. We next. We on deck. That you like baseball? We on deck. On deck for what? For what? That upper room, nigga. The upper room with Jesus. You know what that is? The upper room the motherfucker be singing about? The upper room. Yeah, that's right. Tell you what, you die first, I'm gonna sing at your funeral. I'm gonna just bust up in the motherfucker and go to the upper room. Let them shoot me. I don't give a fuck. They'll take me out singing that motherfucker. You crazy, Ray.